What's cracking, Party House boys and girls, and welcome to another Party House News Report. Today is March 6th, 2019. I'd like to start out by saying I apologize for this being so late and for the fact that my co-anchor Nick Seifert cannot be here today. He's back in Pittsburgh. He's done with his spring break. He's working hard again, not like us. We're all being kind of lazy right now. But there's also been a lot of things going on, lots of Party House news. Today, in Party House news, we have multiple trips that the boys have been on, and also a special Smash Ultimate list from our cameraman, Leandro Aristeguerta. From the cameraman, and I'm the anchor, Big Boss, Jarod Simpson. Let's get into politics and world news. First off, Trump and Kim Jong-un ended their Hanoi summit early after failing to reach a settlement on the dismantling of nuclear facilities in North Korea. The two parted in peace after Trump refused to lift all economic sanctions in exchange for dismantling of one North Korean nuclear site. A third summit has not yet been announced. North Korea is now being accused of rebuilding a launch site that they had dismantled last year. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, sorry if I butchered that name, will be charged with bribery, fraud, and breach of trust after going through 3 corruption investigations. Israel's Attorney General, Aviai Mandelblit, intends to indict the Prime Minister ahead of April's general election. These Israeli names are pretty hard to pronounce. I'm sorry, I'm pretty white. I guess they're white too, though, so it doesn't matter, right? On Thursday, the Senate approved Andrew Wheeler to head the EPA. Wheeler, a former coal lobbyist, won with a vote of 52 to 47. The New York Times recently reported that President Trump granted security clearances to his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, despite pushback from White House senior officials. John Kelly, former White House Chief of Staff, reported that he was ordered to grant the clearances by Trump. The president previously stated that he had no role in granting the clearances. Pakistan has released the Indian pilot that was captured after the firefight that happened last Wednesday. A lot of this news is old because of how long I've taken to get this news report out, but it's still all very relevant. The Pentagon has proposed a plan that would withdraw all American troops from Afghanistan in the next 5 years during peace talks with the Taliban. The plan has been received positively in Washington and by NATO officials. A tornado has killed at least 23 people in Lee County, Alabama. The county sheriff announced that the number of missing people is still in the double digits. Authorities say there will be more severe weather this weekend, so watch out, Alabama, and please be safe out there. Michael Cohen testified for the 4th time today in front of the House Intelligence Committee during a closed-door session. He offered documents stating that President Trump's lawyers had modified a false statement that Cohen delivered to Congress in 2017. On Tuesday, 2 Muslim prisoners attacked 2 prison guards with ceramic knives, severely wounding them. This occurred at Cône-sur-Sarthe prison in France. An American journalist working in Venezuela for a Miami news station was arrested today and reportedly released by government authorities. This follows the expulsion of the German ambassador to Venezuela by the government. Lots of crazy stuff happening in Venezuela. Need to keep up with that because of our boy Leon. The head of the FDA, Scott Gottlieb, has announced that he will step down at the end of this month. And finally, reports estimate that more than 76,000 migrants crossed the U.S.-Mexico border in February. This marks an 11-year high and has pushed detention facilities past their... Sorry about the interruption. Fellow Party House boy Travis H. FaceTime me. But now, we're going to move on to entertainment news. And first up, we're going to go a little local. Clarion High School recently did a play. I can't remember the name of the play. Leen, what's the name of the play?
How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying.
Okay, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. I heard from multiple people that this play was really, really good, but it was a bit long. 3 hours, that's very long, but I wish I could have seen it. I had work. I feel bad, but I know that it was a great performance. Clarion always puts on great plays. And now on to big news. Riverdale and Beverly Hills 90210 star Luke Perry was hospitalized last Thursday due to a stroke. The 52-year-old actor passed away days after hospitalization. We're praying for you, Luke Perry. You're a great actor. Riverdale was cool. I've only seen clips of it, and Beverly Hills 90210 is great. So, and I heard that he was going to do a guest appearance in the remake of Beverly Hills 90210. I hope that they're able to still put his character in there somehow, but I guess we'll have to see. The chief executive of HBO, Richard Plepler, has announced that he will be stepping down due to less control caused by the AT&T Time Warner deal. HBO is a subset of Time Warner. Celebrity chef Mario Batali gave up ownership of multiple restaurants 1 year after he was accused of sexual assault by multiple women. One of the last two blockbusters in the world, located in Perth, Australia, has officially shut its doors. This leaves one final blockbuster in Oregon. So if you're looking for like some movie rentals, I guess, and you don't have Netflix or anything, you're gonna have to go to Oregon probably. I don't think there's any video rentals anywhere near where anyone lives anymore because it's a dying industry.
There's one in Franklin.
There's one in Franklin.
Yeah.
That's wild. So I guess the Party House Boys might have to take a trip to Franklin to see what that's all about. Do some research. But on to some hip-hop entertainment news. 21 Savage recently launched his bank account campaign, which is aimed to teach teens how to be financially responsible. Very important thing to know. Jaden Smith's goods company, Just, has been helping to bring clean water to Flint, Michigan. The church that they are working with has distributed over 5 million bottles of water to residents of Flint. Guys, please don't forget about what's happening in Flint. It's extremely important. We can't let this disappear from the news cycle. Jay-Z and Rock Nation stepped in and helped out 6th grader Jabari Talbot, who was arrested last month for refusing to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Rock Nation lawyers were able to get the case dropped for Talbot. Rock Nation lawyers also helped out 21 Savage recently in his legal battle with ICE. Shout out to Jay-Z and Rock Nation, important for the culture. And finally, 2 Chainz and Solange released albums this month. 2 Chainz' album was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. But I have to say it wasn't better than Pretty Girls Like Trap Music, which is probably one of my favorite albums I've ever listened to. Leon also says that it wasn't better, but Adrian and Crow say that it was better. So this is a big Party House debate happening, and I don't think any of us have listened to Solange's album yet, but I heard it's really good. And now, this is kind of special to me. This is an important segment. You know what it is. I know what it is. Nick Seifert knows what it is. Over there in Pittsburgh, he's waiting for this. It's sports, bros. First off, Bryce Harper, man, has agreed to a 13-year, $330 million contract with the Philadelphia Phillies. Harper, one of the best players in the league, was the biggest name in free agency this year, along with Manny Machado. Almost every team in the league seemed interested in him at some point. The contract includes no opt-outs. 13 years, no opt-outs. The Phillies have also signed Andrew McCutchen, JT Realmuto, and Juan Segura this offseason. This is bigger than the Manny Machado news. I have to say, this is the biggest sports news that has came out in a very long time. That's a huge contract, boys. 13 years. Think about that. 13 years. The Nationals actually offered Bryce Harper arbitration into his 60s, and he turned that down for this, which doesn't include arbitration. So that's kind of wild, but it's a good move because the Philadelphia Phillies are a title contender. Now, Stephen Wright, a star pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, has been given an 80-game ban for testing positive for PEDs. This means that Wright will not be eligible for the postseason if the Red Sox happen to make it, which they always do. But if you remember, last season, Wright was given a 15-game suspension for domestic assault case, which was resolved out of court. So, well, I don't know about this dude. He seems like a bad dude, but I can't call him any. He's a good pitcher, so it's whatever. Like it's all hearsay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Jason Witten withdrew from his retirement plans, deciding to rejoin the Dallas Cowboys for at least one more season. Witten last played for the Cowboys in 2017 before briefly retiring. Witten is an 11-time Pro Bowler and holds the Cowboys' franchise record in receptions and receiving yards. And now some franchise tag news, because that's big now after the whole Le'Veon Bell situation. The Seahawks put their franchise tag on D-end Frank Clark. The Cowboys placed their franchise tag on D-end DeMarcus Lawrence for a second year in a row. Lawrence reportedly will not sign the tag. And the Texans, the Houston Texans, have placed their franchise tag on defensive end and outside linebacker Jadeveon Clowney. Ted Lindsay, Detroit Red Wings legend and Hall of Famer, passed away at the age of 93. Lindsay played 14 of his 17 seasons with the Red Wings, won 4 Stanley Cups, and made the All-Star team 9 times. Lindsay's one of the greatest hockey players to live. Lindsay started the tradition of carrying around the Stanley Cup after the win. He's a big name, so our prayers are out to the family and also to the Detroit Red Wings faculty, staff, everyone who knew him, everyone around him. And finally, on to some of my favorite news, wrestling news. WrestleMania 36 will reportedly be held in Tampa Bay, Florida. The site will be Raymond James Stadium, which is home to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who I don't like that much. King Kong Bundy, wrestling legend, Heenan family member, one of the biggest dudes. He recently passed away. King Kong Bundy was a pretty cool wrestler. I always enjoyed watching him. He wasn't like the best wrestler, but he had a big personality, and he was obviously a very big dude, which made him a star at the time. Respect to King Kong Bundy and the rest of the Heenan family, who have mostly passed away. And now it seems that I put this in the wrong section, but Alex Trebek, the esteemed host of Jeopardy, has been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Our prayers and our hearts and our thoughts go out to Alex Trebek and his family. I hope you can push through this. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer is almost certainly a life-ending disease, but we have faith that he can push through this because he's a strong dude. Good luck to Alex Trebek, and good luck to Jeopardy. It's a great show. I like the show. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, but everyone likes Jeopardy. So now we're going to move on to some Party House Boys news. You love it. I love it. Everyone loves the Party House. First off, I recently took a trip to Du Bois with Michaela, Alina, and Rob. We had a great time. We went to Japan 1. We went to TJ Maxx. I bought some socks, actually. My socks have Angry Beavers on one of them, and on the other one is Rocco's Modern Life, some Nickelodeon shows that I personally love. We also, me and Crow today took a trip, yesterday, took a trip to Crooks, where Jim Crooks helped me pick out some pants. I was in need of some pants, and now I won't need pants again for a very long time. They were very, very nice pants. And also, yesterday, the boys sat down. It was me, it was Leon, it was Adrian, it was Crow. We watched Do the Right Thing. Spike Lee joint. It was a really good movie. I give it a 8.5 or a 9. Crow gave it a 9. Leon is agreeing with me. Adrian gave it a 7.5 on first viewing, but he said he's going to have to watch it again. Also, coming from yesterday, lots of news from yesterday. Leon says that Crow is a terrible person because he likes Matt Ox. I'm not a fan of Matt Ox either. Adrian is a fan of Matt Ox. I would like to hear some input from some of the rest of the Party House Boys, especially Nick and Logan. I would like to hear what they have to say about Matt Ox. In the group chat today, we found out that Parker is offering loans to any Party House Boys who may need it, because apparently this is the broke era of the Party House, because Adrian and Logan are both very poor. And
Trav said he was broke too.
Oh yeah, Trav also said that he's broke. All the Party House Boys are like on average probably pretty broke, which kind of sucks, but like we'll get through it. Also, Leo Aiello, he's been around a lot more recently, around my the penthouse, my apartment where me and Mick live. He's been chilling around. We're gonna try to get him to the Party House. He's making a break. We might have a 14th member. Let's not talk about it too soon, though. Let's not think about it. Let's just enjoy the fact that we have Leo's company. And finally, we have a very big list. Probably my most favorite list that we've done so far. It's another in-order list, which is big news. Got lots of in-order lists coming up. Leen's top 6 least favorite Smash Ultimate characters. First up, we have Richter/Simon. Leon says he doesn't like them because of the axes. I personally don't like the axes. I also don't like the whip, man. Too much range. It's ridiculous. Number 2, Leon doesn't like Ness. He hasn't elaborated too much. I don't have any problem with Ness, but I guess Ness really beats up on Leen in online. Number 3, Ganondorf. Everyone knows why Leon hates Ganondorf. Parker, we're talking to you. Number 4, Incineroar. Everyone knows why Leon hates Incineroar. Parker, we're talking to you. Number 5, Bowser. Bowser's ridiculous, Leon. I agree with you. Bowser is way OP, and all of the last 3 characters, Leon can't do much damage to because Leon plays Pikachu, who doesn't do much damage, and those dudes are heavies. And finally, we have Luigi. Apparently, Luigi's incredible combo skills just get Leen all flustered when he's playing online. I don't feel that one quite as much. I also hate King K. Rool. I personally hate King K. Rool. But Leon, this is a very good list. I think that all of these characters are dislikable in their own special ways. Shout out to Parker for ruining lots of characters for us. And that's going to do it for the Party House News Report, March 6, 2019. Signing off, I'm Jarod Simpson, Big Boss, your Anchorman. That's Leandro Aristeguieta, our favorite Hispanic cameraman. We'll see you next time.